you and help us always to remember that every good gift comes from above. And we bless you and we thank you. We pray for this annual meeting that all will transpire to your liking, to your glory. And Lord, help us never to forget that all that we have, you gave it to us. Thank you for the jobs that provided the revenue. Thank you for the land that was purchased and for the homes that were built. Help us to be good neighbors. Help us to love one another, even as you have loved us. Now be with the fervence of this meeting and be with us all we do pray. And this we ask in your name. And together we all say, Amen.
Amen.
God bless you. Can you try to break my back? God bless you. Mr. Jill, that's right. You got it?
Yeah, I got you.
Didn't mean to interrupt. Lori won't take my picture.
Bye.
It's not in the post.
Thank you, Rev. That's going to be hard to follow up.
Stop it.
Okay, I just want to finish my opening statement, and I want to repeat something I've been repeating for the last 10 years. Those of you who are new will know it's just different. Those of you who've been here will understand what I'm saying. East Shores is now 34 years old. Over the years, the boards of this association have done a great job of keeping the grounds and the common areas the way they should be. But we're getting old and things will have to be replaced. And I hope you all understand why we had to ask for this assessment. It's not because we're running out of money, it's just because we've got so many things to do that we needed the extra money. Should it have been done years ago by 10%? Probably. I have over the past 10 years tried to put money into the treasury and build up enough money to do this, but things have just, since COVID, you can always blame it on COVID, everything's gotten out of hand. So, I also want you to understand what this board does for each of you. I mean, we pour our heart and soul into this because we love this community. And I don't think a lot of people appreciate what all we do. All the hours we spend, the time we spend. Luckily we're friends, so we can spend time together and it doesn't really make that much difference. But just think about if you were on this board, you know, we do it for nothing. We don't get anything out of it but the satisfaction of our love for this community. So before you hit that send button, sometimes on your complaints, think about the people you're sending it to because we're people too. So that's all I have to say about that. You close?
Getting close.
Well, let me go back and see if I can say anything else for a while. I thought I made it long enough to get that done. But you know, getting back to being 34 years old. You people bought in here, and you need to protect your investments, and that's what we're trying to do by updating the facilities. I mean, the pool restrooms are, yeah. There, if you'll see when you get ready to leave, there's the new marble tops for the counters, and there's the petitions. The smallest ones are the petitions for the pool. I got this later, but I'll go ahead and tell it now. We've got, the new floors have been done in the restroom, and they'll be closed off for 7 days. They look really good. The wall's been painted. The pool is amazing. We had to go back and take all the old plaster off that pool because it was cracked so bad we couldn't do anything with it anymore. So at this time, we have a brand new pool. And we are planning to have an open house to let everyone come in and see the brand new pool. I mean, we replaced the The flooring, as I said, new paint, new partitions, new countertops, new mirrors. There will be a non-slip carpet placed in the hallways going down from the pool, so when people get on there and they hit that concrete, they'll be hitting the rug instead. Plus, it'll be a chance to get your feet dried off before you go into the restroom. Now, we did put sand in the restroom floor, which is going to be even more available for people to have grip on when they go in there, and hopefully they won't slip and slide. But it is slick, and people's gonna slide. But one thing you'll notice about this pool, it's white. The pool plaster itself is white. There's a special coarse material that they use. You look at the water right now, it's bluer than it's ever been. And the reflection of the new tiles we put on the pool, and just the reflection of the quartz makes that water stand out blue. And you sit there and say, well, how can it be blue? I did the same thing. We were over at, Silver Creek. And they sit there and told me, I said, that pool's white. I said, there's no way, because it's the purest blue you'll ever see. So I hope everyone will come up there, and when we have the open house, even though Cheryl is leaving us, she has agreed to stay on and take care of the open house for the pool. And I just hope everyone will come by and look at it. So let me see how the vote is. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, yeah. Okay, we're supposed to be going by the agenda, but I don't guess we are, so. Don't mess me up. I forgot we did it takes longer when you have assessments to count twice, so that's the reason they're running over, so. I don't usually do this. Does anybody have any questions so far for what we've gone over while we're waiting on the voting to be complete? We're supposed to wait till number 10, but if anybody has any questions on what we've said so far, feel free to ask.
Yeah, Rick.
Yes, sir.
What is the board policy for scheduled preventative maintenance?
Preventative maintenance?
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing preventative maintenance all the time. I mean, we've got, what exactly are you talking about? I mean,
Well, is there a formal plan to do this maintenance for each of the different operational systems as part of
so
it?
you're talking about upgrades.
Mhm.
Are you
No,
talking about
no, I'm
upgrades or you're just talking about regular?
No, I'm talking about just making sure that what we have is kept in the best condition
Okay.
possible, given the aging process, given the usage process.
Well, that's basically what Appalachian does most of that. That's why we pay them for, as far as the way the neighborhood is. All the rest of the stuff, if a problem comes up, you can't fix it until the problem comes up. Like all the electrical problems that we've had in the past, hopefully those are gonna be gone because we're spending money to rewire all the docks and put new light fixtures in. So, I just don't know.
What we tried to do with the electrical on the docks is that we made a lot of Band-Aid repairs.
Lots of Band-Aid repairs over
And-
30 years.
Yep, and then the Band-Aids just added up to the point that we just can't do this anymore. And so we had to rewire all the docks completely. And the equipment that we used is more modern, should last a lot longer than what was there, okay? All the wiring is encased in a waterproof casing that's basically impenetrable to anything. So we don't expect too many problems there. But as the problem arises, we're gonna fix it. The pool, we had Appalachian maintaining the pool over all these years, to the point where the pool just wore out. Nothing else you could do with it, nothing. I tried to investigate putting a liner in it, and it would have been major reconstruction, most likely a different filter. But then Rick, speaking to Amy from Shannon Pools, got us in touch with this gentleman, Rick from South Carolina?
Yeah.
South Carolina. And he took a look at the pool and says, this is going. This is what you need to do. And I don't know if anybody passed the pool while the construction was happening. It was utter destruction. I mean, everything was just blown apart. And I said, man, how's this gonna go together? What they did, they put new cement cantilevers along the edge of the pool. They put depth markers in those cantilevers, so no more spray painting to maintain that. That's maintenance to maintain that. They're there forever. And then they put in, instead of plaster on the pool, it's an epoxy substance, which is gonna last longer, stand up to the wear and tear, and require less maintenance. So what we try to do as far as ongoing maintenance is just modernize what we have, so less maintenance is required.
Yeah, this isn't, my remark, my question wasn't criticism, I just had not heard this discussed before, I just wondered what emphasis that has been placed on the preventative side of keeping things operational the way they should be.
I think we've been doing that for 34 years, Bill. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not really understanding the question. I mean, if we weren't doing it, then I could understand the question, but I mean,
that's all I want to hear. You
okay,
already-
all right, okay.
I have a second.
I think, I guess my input in this is, if we were selling East Shores, like you sell a house, you make your improvements, we live in East Shores, so we're constantly selling our house.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we try to keep it up to date, clean, modern.
I congratulate you on your efforts.
We have to go by what the covenants say, and that's what we try to do. And that means maintain everything that's here.
I have a question.
Yes.
What's the latest on the development of a pickleball court for East Shore?
Well, that is going to be assessed when we get through with the pool and with the pool room. So that's why we're doing the assessment. Hopefully if it passes, that's why we're doing it. If it doesn't pass, then it's gonna be put on there. The tennis court itself is gonna have to be redone. There's no way around it. And what we do with it, if we turn it into a pickleball court and tennis court, then that'll be getting two things done with one. So I
You know,
hope
I
it's,
think the pickleball people are happy because they are able to put chalk markers in.
you know,
So temporarily, that whole issue is quieted down.
yeah.
Whether they're using it, I'm not sure. But
But I've tried to stress that Bones has 6 pickleball courts up 3/4 of a mile from me up here, but people don't want to pay for it. They want us to pay for it. So when we get to that situation, when we start talking about redoing the tennis courts, then we'll search and see what's the best to do. So, yes, sir.
When we get work done, what is the process for getting bids and quotes? Do we get 3 for each project and then determine it from there, or how do we get bids and quotes?
That would be a perfect world. Trying to get somebody to give you a quote for association is like trying to pull hen's teeth. We do try to get 3, quotes, but 90% of the time, the people don't show up. And you talk to people that have used these companies before, and that's basically what you go by. So it's
So
just
how do we
not,
prevent from like conflict of interest then? Somebody that's associated with somebody else and just wants to use them, how do we prevent from that happening?
that doesn't happen. I mean, well, I say it doesn't happen. We do have a local guy that's in the community who's gonna do pressure washing and staining, but there again, he was the only one that showed up and gave us a price. So, I mean, he's in our community and he gave us a price, and it's per square foot is what they charge. It's what anybody would charge. He lives in this neighborhood. I think he'll do a better job than anybody else that doesn't live here. So, normally, nobody, does any special thing for their friends. So that's the way we try to keep it here. So, we got through?
yeah.
Okay. Half of my, at this time, Linda and Jeff, will you give us the results from the election,
Okay,
starting with the members?
with the board of directors.
Yes.
Okay. We had 115 votes, so that's definitely established as a quorum. 81 votes for Laura Feria, 122 votes for Adam, and 35 votes for David.
Okay.
So that's Laura and Adam, welcome.
All
Are
right.
they here?
Could I stand
Yes,
up?
they are.